Hey guys, this is Snowii cooking from Sapphire, and picking up from where we last left off in our last episode, where I had to choose a Pokemon. I chose a Snowii just because it's a Snowii. Snowies are amazing. Probably one of my favorite 5th gen Pokemon. Well, no duh, it's like my second favorite. I decided to name it Gavin because Gavin is a good name. I enjoy the name Gavin, and if you have a problem with that, then go get screwed, because I have a Snowii and you don't, so whatever. But so right now she's just talking a whole lot of shit about the Pokedex and Professor Juniper and stuff, and then Peter's like, hey, the hell's taking so long, get down here. And he's like, oh shit, you got a Pokemon. He's like, yeah. And shit happens, he asks for a Pokedex. And if you still can't hear the game audio, I'm sorry. I've tried to turn the game volume down a bit more than last time, so it shouldn't be too loud now. But I've turned it down a bit more because this is all past tense. I've turned it down a bit more, so when I record the next episode, I should have the advantage here. But at the moment, it sounds like it's just as loud. Okay, then he wants to battle. He's like, yeah, my Tepig that I raised from an egg, and I'm like, seems legit. Where'd you find the egg? And then he's all like, oh, I just walking along and I found it. And I'm like, okay. But, so there's his Tepig. He looks amazing. And I'm fighting with Gavin. So, Snowii and Gavin here. So, I basically do what I do in all of the starting fights, which is just spam the tackle. Because it's the easiest way, there's nothing else to do. But, speaking of which, if anyone from the Sapphire page, not admins, but, any fans, I would love it if someone could make some fan art of me and Gavin. You know, just a picture of me and the Snowii, and then have, like, Snowii and Gavin labeled. And then, if we ever do get a partnership, probably won't happen, but, if we do, I can, use it as a thumbnail, and the, fan art I think is the best. And I'd actually really like to see some fan art, because I really do like fan art. It's amazing. It's probably one of my favorite things about being an admin, along with the people I meet, and the other admins. Lucifer, Rose, Cinny, Mirabee, Cree, Kai. Haven't seen Kai in a while. Where is Kai? But that's not the point. Point is, we're playing Pokemon, and the point is, that's the Pokemon Center. So, she takes us in, she's like, yeah, you can get healed here, it's awesome. But, basically, this is stuff we should already know, unless you're like 5 and this is your first Pokemon game. If so, how are you today? And get ready for school. Continuing on, she's showing us the PC now, and I don't really know if I need to narrate this at the moment, because it's all just the same stuff. And she's like, yeah, Pokeballs, you can buy them here to catch Pokemon. And then, she gives you 10 Pokeballs. But, I was looking at a photo the other day that, a page posted, I can't remember which page, but it was something about the, capture rate of Pokemon. It was something like, the capture rate is 3 times their maximum HP, like, when it's full, the amount they have, and then the amount they have now is -2, so you take 2 away from that. I don't know, but it seems like it would be kind of hard to be able to do all that, and it's a whole complicated processing kind of thing. But the whole the AB down thing, which is like the myth that if you hold A, B, and down at the same time, it makes it 100% capture rate. I'm guessing that the way that would work is it overrides the whole formula for the capture rate. But I'm not sure if any of this is true. This is just shit I've heard. Continuing on, Pokemon, yeah. So we're heading out to, I don't know what route this is. This is like a whole different area from Black 1 and stuff. But she's like, hey Snow, Snowii. My name's not Snow Cookie, it's Snowii. Yeah, let's just forget about that. But she's all like, you can't go. Oh wait, you have a Snivy? I'm like, yeah, his name's Gavin. What of it? But we're out here, Route 19, whatever you want to call it. And she's like, hey, over here, let's go catch Pokemon. She's like, this reminds me of when I was on Route 1. Or Route 1. But either way, I'm gonna be pronouncing it Route because I am Australian. Sometimes I may pronounce it Route, sometimes I may pronounce it Route. And seeing as how it's winter in America, it's decided to have a whole winter biome, even though here in Australia, I think it's summer. I want to say it's summer. But I'm not too sure on the seasons, I don't pay too much attention. But yeah, so it's got a nice winter biome there on the ground, and she has a Lillipup. I think it's level 5 after like years of her training. You know, YOLO. She probably catches a new one every day. She's like, I don't want any of these bitches over level 5. But hey, she successfully caught herself a Purrloin. So enjoy that, Bianca. Enjoy it. It's up to you. You can keep it. Have fun with that. And then she's all like, gotta catch a healthy Pokemon. It's the most important part. And yeah. So now we get to head on. So just walking through the grass here. I was gonna go around, then I'm like, no, I want to fight Pokemon. Yeah. And I was like stuffing up. I was about to go up there because I thought I could get past it. I'm like, oh wait, I can't. And then there's a Patrat. And then I was like, yeah, Gavin, show them how we do stuff around here. And Gavin's like, alright. He has a British accent, by the way. And he is based after a Gavin from a different YouTube channel. Gavin Free. He has 2 different YouTube channels, which is Rooster Teeth and the Slow-Mo guys. Recommend you check them both out. Everyone at Rooster Teeth is really funny, and the Slow-Mo guys is also quite funny. But it'd be cool if you could check them out. And I'm not gonna let up about that fan art about me and Gavin. I at least want one. I want a picture of me with a Snivy labeled Snowii and Gavin. Please. Please want fan art. But if you're just a random subscriber who haven't come along this channel, I will link the Facebook description thing, the Facebook page in the description. I'll link it and you can come like the page. It'll be good if you did, because we'd like to have you here. That would be cool. And then I'm just standing there for a while because I was on my phone and I had a timer because I didn't want to go over 15 minutes because that makes it a bit hard to upload. And if you're watching it now and you're like, oh, it's just been 11 minutes, couldn't you watch the clock? My computer messes up a bit. Not messes up. The ROM, sometimes when I'm recording, goes really laggy and slow. So when you see me like not doing stuff and messing up, that's sometimes because of the lag, sometimes just because I'm stupid. But so I had been actually recording for 13 minutes, but the lag has like reduced it down to 11 minutes and 57 seconds because it smooths out in the recording, but it's not smooth when I'm playing it, I can tell you that. Like all of this bit here was smooth, everything I did here. But back at the start there when I was choosing the Pokemon, that was not smooth. And then Alder's here and he's like, hey, I like to train people and shout at them from rocks, and he jumps, but he doesn't break his legs, so he's a cool guy. And he's like, yeah, come on. And he's really short. He's like, let me check you out. He's actually, I'm gonna call him Lucifer because he's a pedo and just checking out little kids. But then he's like, come to my school and I can train you. And I'm like, well, I'll just go in here and heal up first. So just go to the Pokemon Center, just casually just do some stuff. Also, I might do some off-screen grinding if I get to the point where I just need to level up a bit. And I might record some Pokemon encounters and just have them as like a bonus scene, like Snowii's bonuses or stuff like that. So he's gonna take us up to his... Oh yeah, and there's snow here too, which I really like. That's pretty cool snow. But there's no cookies around, so there can't be no snowy cookie. But he's like, yeah, come up to my school and we can learn. He's like, oh, and why have you got 2 town maps? And I'm like, oh, it's for a friend. And he's like, well, you better go see that friend, you know. That town map's pretty important. And then I'm like, yeah, it is. He's like, okay, I'll just wait here, you can follow the road. I'm like, alright then. So I just head up the road and I'm like, oh, this guy might have something for me. He's like, something about Felicity Ranch and Pokemon that could come in handy, so I'm guessing he's talking about Riolu. And then I'm like, oh, maybe she wants to battle, and I'm like, no, okay. I actually stopped to read that. And then Optimizer Pro comes, and I'm like, no, and that kind of messes up my whole recording thing. So that was kind of weird. But then we verse Youngster Tyrone, and Youngster Tyrone is like, yo dog, I heard you like pat rats, and I'm like, no, I do not like pat rats. So I just Vine with this bitch because I can. I don't see why not. Why can I not Vine with him? But continuing on, please God, send me some goddamn Snowii and Gavin things. This has messed up my audio now, because my audio is probably ahead because of the Optimizer Pro thing showing up, and now it's really weird. Anyway, so my audio will probably end early, I'm sorry for that, so I'm going to start saying goodbye here because I have 7 seconds left. So, this has been Snowii Cookie, goodbye, subscribe, and like,